when you acquire a customer, you don't need to calculate only the first purchase they make. You have to calculate the lifetime value of that customer. We found a way to print money. The fastest thing we can do, let's say a client signs today, we write the scripts, we do the research, write the scripts, they come next week to film, we film another week to edit and make everything look great and to set up the accounts on Meta. And then the third week, your ad is on people's devices. The more money, then it becomes a money game. So if you spend $1,000, you may get some leads. If you get $2,000 in California, we're seeing some more leads and more leads. And of course, leads come to the funnel. As I explained today, the funnel means that not all of the leads are going to be customers. It's a funnel because you need a lot of leads on the top, and then you need to qualify those leads, make sure that they are qualified. They did not enter by accident. They did not live overseas. Sometimes they're not, usually we control the geographical location where we run the ads, but there are unicorns. There are some people who are traveling who came here for one day and tomorrow they're in Dubai. You cannot control it. That can come as a lead. Then there are the qualified, and then those who click and go to the next step with booking a call. And these are like appointment setting. Like we set the appointment for the sales call to happen or the sales meeting to happen. And then some of them will still not buy. Mm-hmm. And that's okay because it's a numbers game. You will get 100 lead, 70 qualified, 30 who book time on your calendar, and then 5 become happy customers. Mm-hmm. And so if that's the formula, then the more you put leads on top, so we have 5% conversion rate. You put 100 leads, you get 5 customers from that funnel. Mm-hmm. So now, okay, we find a formula. Basically, we found a way to print money. Literally. So if you spend $1,000, you get 100 leads. From those 100 leads, you go through the funnel, and then 5 of them become customers. Great. Then put $10,000.
Right. Mm-hmm. But also, it depends on the type of service that they provide. Because if it's a low ticket item, right, those 5 customers might not be worth it to them. Mm. So we also have to manage expectations and have real conversations on, hey, if you're a low ticket item, or you have low ticket sales, then your cost per lead is going to go up significantly.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. You're totally right about this. So that's why we always measure 2 numbers that are super critical in this arena. We measure CAC and LTV. Again, I'm talking gibberish here. CAC is customer acquisition cost. How much money does it cost me to acquire this customer? So if we spend $5,000 and we get 5 customers, what's our CAC? Well, it's $1,000 divided by 5 because we got 5 customers. So how much does one customer cost me? It's $250, right? So $250 is my CAC. Now I identified how much each one customer cost me to acquire. Mm-hmm. I would need to compare this with what's the lifetime value of this customer. Now, this customer might buy a service worth $100 from us. We spent $250 to get that customer, and he bought for $100. For the regular eye, it's a losing deal. It might not be, because that $100 that they spent today might become a repeated
6 months.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. He might, when you acquire a customer, you don't need to calculate only the first purchase they make. You have to calculate the lifetime value of that customer. So you can say, well, usually when, let's say Parrots Lab, when clients become our clients, how long do they stay? Well, we're still new to determine that lifetime because almost all our clients are staying, like we don't have anybody leaving. So if we look at so far, like we're a year and a half into this. So far when we get a client, they're staying a year and a half. Maybe they're staying 3 years. Maybe they're staying. So we will calculate the average time of that average lifetime of that customer until they move on, or, I don't know what happens, but we don't know. But the idea is that there's always a lifetime.
Yeah.
It could be long. We want it to be as long as possible. So now you don't calculate only the first payment they pay Parrots Lab in the beginning. You will calculate that lifetime value of that customer. So sometimes if we spend $3,000 to acquire one customer and the first payment is $2,000, that might be a losing deal, but over time it will pay back that $3,000 that we spend. And same goes for any other service. If you're pest control, our pest control is around $40 to $50 a month for them to come every 3-4 months and spray. Well, if they spend $100 to acquire a $40 a month deal, it might be like, oh, I spent $100 and I got a customer who paid $40. Well, you should not calculate only that month. You should calculate the entire lifetime value of the customer. Yeah, so these are two important numbers, CAC and LTV. Again, it's so many abbreviations and all of that, but over time, I hope it was a beneficial and educational session for you guys.
It was.
Very much so. And I look forward to continuing to build on all the concepts that we discussed.
Wonderful. Thank you both for being great students and great listeners. And thank you for allowing me this opportunity to share what I know. And I don't claim I know everything, but as you being a very important members of the team, and through you, the rest of the team and the rest of our clients hopefully will watch this, will understand like the depth of what we're doing here. Because I bet you now, like very rare marketing people who are, going around and selling these services know that kind of depth. And so with allowing this conversation to happen is going to be beneficial.
I agree.
Thank you for sharing with us.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.